Welcome back. I'm Kim, the Bookmobile Lady, and we call our home Yin Yang Farm, where we take the bad with the good and try to learn from it. This past week, we visited the Sunbelt Expo in Moultrie, Georgia. It is an event that takes place each October. It is known as an enormous agricultural event where anyone can learn new innovative techniques to adopt. New technological equipment for the field, homestead garden, kitchen, and home are there and available for purchase. In most cases, these companies have deep discounts available to those who purchase during the 3-day expo. This is an event that should also be considered important for families who have children in grades 5th through 12th, because the expo introduces to them the many different careers that are related to agriculture. I promise the variety would surprise you. There are also many colleges there with displays teaching about conservation, local, natural, as well as invasive plants, native plants, and invasive plants and animals, gardening, veterinary sciences, rural grid, and so much more. There is a lot of walking. The expo is held on Moultrie's privately owned small airport for private planes. The grounds were once an Air Force base back during World War II. So there's a lot of space for shows, demonstrations, and hands-on learning. This video is only a very short, very light overview of what you would see while visiting. This amazing expo is literally loaded with information. The only problem is trying to see it all. This is why I would recommend families attend all 3 days. Although there will be professional farmers there, starting homesteaders, I promise you will not feel left out. There is all sorts of equipment that would interest you. They have different types of stack gardening, some with hydroponics, while there are container gardening with soil. Also that a person can potentially begin their homesteading journey from an apartment or a small parcel of land in town without upsetting their neighbors. I hope you enjoy my simple video. I'm still learning. I do think my videos are improving. I still feel very shy when going out into the public without with my videotaping, as maybe you might understand. But thanks for watching, and maybe subscribe if you enjoy it, and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks, and let's begin with the video. This is... Come on. Oh yeah, that's some good lemonade over there.
Don't mess with him.
Mobile classroom, Georgia Ag Experience, a mobile classroom powered by Georgia Foundation.
I've seen it all.
There were a lot of duck calls, as well as balloons that were being made to sound whiny. That's what you're hearing. This was an interesting display. It showed some of the features of growing plants, and it really was neat, the interactive part of the tablet. As you can see, I'm trying to
demonstrate that, but I'm also holding the camera, so I really needed a third hand. But you can see how you can interact with the growing flower as I operated the tablet. Okay, so it's not that great, but anyway, maybe you can kind of get the gist of it.
You got raising chickens, huh? Oh, you got a bunch of chickens. Day 43. Your chickens are almost fully grown. Your chickens are almost, let's see, your chickens are fully grown on day 48. Congratulations, you have raised 15,000 chickens from chicks to adults in 48 days. Total Springer feed consumption, 165,000 pounds. Total water consumption, 45,000 gallons. Food efficiency, water efficiency. Did you know you can have a career as a chicken farmer or a flock supervisor? They perform many tasks like this to make sure the chickens are cared for and everything is running smoothly. Awesome.
So now I'm gonna kill all my chickens.
No, don't kill your chickens.
Yes, sir. So I send all this off.
I diagnose, treat, and research the many animals raised on farm. While I work with several different types of animals, I'm often working with cows, horses, goats,
Springer Mountain Farm chicken feed
my day-to-day tasks
and chicken
include
bedding.
performing physical exams, prescribing medications, treating wounds, and
That's
managing
interesting.
herd health. Farmers appreciate our work because we
About
help keep
peanuts.
their livestock healthy. If you love animals, then becoming a large animal
And
veterinarian
this is
might be the career for you.
forestry. Agricultural careers.
This is made to look like a peanut combine that you're harvesting and operating. It was really a neat display.
As an agricultural mechanic, I'm responsible for fixing tractors, combines, and other machines when they break down in the field. I use my specialized skills and experience to locate, diagnose, and fix the mechanical problem.
I think you can see just by looking at this that if you have a child that's interested in this area as a career, this is most exciting, getting to operate these examples.
Grow more crops, harvest, manage weeds, and conserve materials. Agriculture is Georgia's largest industry. And the more we help farmers, the more our state will prosper. If you get excited about technology and efficiency, you'd love to have a career as a research engineer.
As an agricultural mechanic, I'm responsible for fixing tractors, combines, and other machines when they break down in the field. I use my specialized skills and experience to locate, diagnose, and fix the mechanical problem, as well as perform general maintenance on these machines. If you want to help farmers with their heavy-duty equipment, you should consider becoming an agricultural mechanic.
The steering is actually up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a large animal veterinarian, I diagnose, treat, and research the
And
many
then you can
animals
rub
raised
it
on a
around.
farm.
Yeah. Turn it
While
around.
I
Yeah.
work with several different types of animals, I'm often working with cows, horses, goats, llamas, and pigs. My day-to-day tasks include performing physical exams, prescribing medications, treating wounds, and managing herd health. Farmers appreciate our work because we help. As a large animal veterinarian, I diagnose, treat, and research the many animals raised on a farm. While I work with several different types of animals, I'm often working with cows, horses, goats, llamas, and pigs. My day-to-day tasks include performing physical exams, prescribing medications, treating wounds, and managing herd health. Farmers appreciate our work because we help keep their livestock healthy. If you love animals, then becoming a large animal veterinarian might be the career for you. As an agricultural research engineer, my job is to help farmers be more productive with their resources. I use technology to help farmers improve land use, grow more crops and increase harvest, manage weeds, and conserve materials. Agriculture is Georgia's largest industry, and the more we help farmers, the more our state will prosper. If you get excited about technology and efficiency, you'd love to have a career as a research engineer.
As an agricultural mechanic, I'm responsible for fixing tractors, combines, and other machines when they break down in the field. I use my specialized skills and experience to locate, diagnose, and fix the mechanical problem, as well as perform general maintenance on these machines. If you want to help farmers with their heavy-duty equipment, you should consider becoming an agricultural mechanic.
As a large animal veterinarian, I diagnose, treat, and research the many animals.
So this is cotton harvesting and raising cotton, and the products that cotton is used in and used for. So it's not only used for fabric, but it's also used as oil in our food and many other things.
As a large animal veterinarian, I diagnose, treat, and research the many animals raised on a farm. While I work with several different types of animals, I'm often working with cows, horses, goats, llamas,
What you doing? Bell peppers? Little learning game, huh? Check out Georgia grown cucumbers, packed Georgia items. You don't look like you're doing too good.
This display showed that there's a lot of the products that we buy in the supermarket that's sold that's also grown here in Georgia.
Pick up, turn on, and wave.
Pick up the scanner.
Let's explore cattle. Let's go beef.
I want you to find 6 career.
We have to raise our chickens now. It's time to raise our chickens. This guy's looking at them.
What do? Pick it up and do it that?
I've got chicks. Chicks I got.
This is on chickens.
Do that to me. This is start all over again.
Poultry. Building one.
You gotta get somebody yourself too.
There's Smokey the bear. Homemade ice cream. I really think that thing is neat. I just want to look at the machine over here real quick. Really neat. Excuse me, I just want to cut through here. Here's the family living building. This was a fun little game. It consisted of you trying to pick up the peanuts and place them in the cup. And when you completed it, you got a hat that advertised the company. My son, it took him a while, but he did manage to get it done. I'd also like to say that the guy that was working the booth, although you don't see us speaking with him here on the video, he was very friendly and very helpful and very informative about the product that he was advertising. So there's a lot in the videos that I've left out, and it's a real shame. I would have liked to have added a lot of things to my video, but I did not, for whatever reason, did not get it videotaped. But there was a lot to learn there, and a lot of good people occupying the displays. This is a very simple and very basic display that informs people about the USDA and what you would need to do to work for the USDA, as far as attending college and information about things that they do, so that, you know, if you have a child that's interested in this, they could potentially go to college and get the education they need to. Of course, this was put out by Auburn. Auburn had very many displays that I really liked. You're going to really enjoy this aquaponics display. I really wish I had recorded more Little about aquaponics this. system you got set up here. So y'all use this to put the plants in, like it's like a sponge or something. Okay. Hydration pellets. What's that?
Red pebbles.
Uh-huh. Hey there. All right. It's a whole wall. Okay.
So you can do it in your house, and that is the idea. We don't use a lot of chemicals also. So it's a good way to produce your own.
You don't use very many chemicals?
No, we don't use insecticides, we don't use fungicides because we are in a container. So it's a safe container. And you can see the quality of the plants. It's good.
Thank you. That is beautiful. I love it.
We reuse all the water, so it's a sustainable way of doing
That's amazing. So you only use the lights, you said, for 3 or 4 hours?
it. 3 to 5 hours.
3 to 5 hours,
Yeah.
okay. That's awesome.
This is just one of the many buildings that they have there that you can tour. This, of course, you've got lines that go down both sides. This is just the right side, just some of the things, the products that you can examine, displays. Some of the displays are cooking, some of the displays they're demonstrating products that can be used anywhere and everywhere, all over the homestead or on a large farm, just anywhere really in the rural life, as well as non-rural life. Here you'll see a roof, some roofing displayed here, and how the water sheds off, and then we'll move on to an electrical display here, as well as, electrical safety. I thought it was interesting that they had 2 electrical safety displays.
It's okay.
So if you ever get anything inside of the substation, get us involved because you don't right? Get shot, get hurt. Right? Let's talk about agricultural stuff. This grain off. So as far as electricity goes, is it okay where it is right now? Well, as far as right now, it's okay. Right? It's low enough. It's not. You can't get anything wild. Right? Everything's fine. The problem is if it lays up that often, or what? Touches the power line. The electricity can flow out of that power line through that drain hog and into the tractor. Take y'all to stay on the tractor and get off the tractor if they get that. Remember that whole thing about the car, you stay inside, right? Right, so you stay on the tractor. Best thing to do, if the tractor still runs after that, drive away and get that drain hog right off of that power line. Right? That'll take the electricity. The electricity doesn't stay in the tractor as long as it's touching that power line. Right? Talk about the pivot here. Let's say that you pivot this way, it stops on the brake. So when it stops, it gets into the power line. Right? That pivot made out of metal, then electricity run out of that power line and into the pipes on that pivot. Right? It's going to run all the way back to the head. It's going to run up to where the pump is, and your pump is not going to like that at all. All right. Let's see. Let's talk about my backhoe. So, in the state of Georgia, it is a state law that if you're going to be doing any digging with a backhoe or an auger or any kind of mechanized equipment, you have to call the number is 811. And what that'll do is if you call that number, anybody that has anything like power lines, cable TV, telephone lines, water lines, they'll come out and they'll spray paint on the ground where those lines are. They'll put flags on them. They have to do that within 3 days. That way you know what you can avoid. Let's say Billy Joe Backhoe hops on his backhoe that morning. He says, I know I'm supposed to call that number, but I'm fighting with it. And I really want to get done with this project today because I'm tired of waiting on it. Let's say Billy Joe got up here and he starts digging on it. Let's say that he digs into that power line. Right? That electrician is going to get into that tractor. He's going to get into that backhoe. Right? So, if anybody was leaning up against that backhoe when he did that, they might get shot. They might get hurt. Okay? The other thing that happened is you just turned on the lights to a whole lot of folks. They're not happy with you. Okay? The folks that have to come out and fix it aren't happy. The best thing to do is call that number. All right. What's that ladder look like it's made of?
Metal.
Metal, right? We said metal is a good conductor of electricity. Right? So, as far as electricity goes, if I have to do some work right there, is that safe as far as electricity?
No.
As far as electricity, that's fine, right? Because power lines are on this side of the house, right? My model ladder is abnormally huge, but yeah, we're just gonna say it's working on this side. Let's say you got to work right there. How about that? Is that safe as far as electricity?
No, it's not.
That's right, because you're on a metal ladder and that's a power line. It doesn't have as much electricity as these lines, but it still has electricity, right? So,
as you can see, there's a lot of walking, and there was just so much to see. This is just an example of some of the things that you can see out walking, looking around, and of course, the people there that run the displays, they're very informative, very helpful, and you can even try out much of the things that are on display.
It's like you would run a regular light switch. The other voltage would be like you run your water heater, your dryers and stuff like that. Sean, if you would go ahead and put your weenie from the
And then it starts burning the flesh.
Start burning the flesh. When you're getting electrocuted, normally you're burning through from where you touch through your body to wherever you're touching the ground. As I said, these gloves is not the normal glove you go to town and buy, so kids don't go home and go to town and get you, or go in there and get your mama's latex gloves and think you can go out and be a lineman, because these are special gloves. Once he closes this switch, I'm going to show you, this is just 110 volts like would run a light in your house. You'll notice down here, you'll see the security light come on, the light's on, and it's making, see the winner? That's just 110. 110 volts is more likely to grab a hold to you and keep you there and not turn you loose.
Oh, it's smoking too.
See it smoking and burn apart? You notice that thing went to smoking before it got to the outside. If you ever see it go bubbling up on the outside, it's pretty bad.
So it does the same thing, and it's just as dangerous, but it's a little slower.
What do you say?
It's a little slower, but it's just as dangerous as the other.
It's just as dangerous, just a little slower. It's just going to hurt a little longer. All right, Sean.
That would fry my batteries too.
Watch that security light there on the bottom with that Mylar balloon.
So that's actually coming on because electricity is going through the mylar.
See it goes off, put it back up.
Wow.
All right, I got it all.
So guys, don't let your balloons go. Don't let them go after your birthday party, all right?
Don't turn your balloons loose whenever your birthday party's over with. Y'all keep them inside. But like I said earlier, if they fall on a power line and right by your house, guess what's going on? Your lights, or either your neighbor's lights are going out. They may go another town over, but if they land on a power line, somebody's going to have to go get them off. All right, Sean. You're going to
Design a robot that could do stairs.
That is something you could work on.
You could make it. You could do it. Make sure that it lifts. Would you get that out of my hand? That's what you said for
You
you.
want me
I've
to
already got to it. Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Anyway, Mom, you've got lots of fun projects, and I really appreciate you bringing the kids out
Thank you
here.
so much.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
thank
Give me a
you.
high five, Tom. Everybody, Tom. I gotta go. Bye, bye. Tom, that was a high five, man. Okay. Found it. Okay. Thank you. Good. Can robots make what?
Shake hands.
Well, of course I can lift it up and down, but you call that shaking. It's not really shaking, it's just lifting up and down. Right. Right. How about, can a robot give you a fist bump? How about you get not strong and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on. By the way.
was just a really beautiful day and a whole lot to see. Thought it was neat that they had a bush hog pink tractor components. So yes, Barbie has a tractor. It's a bush hog. We can look inside this silo and you see lots of other tractor type materials. Let's go check this out. This is one of the important things about a silo is to keep the grain that's stored in there, to keep it rotated out and to keep it moving. That way, if there is any moisture that's in the grain or that happens to come into the silo, that it can be rotated around and it can get dried out and properly aired out. So you'll notice that there's a corkscrew shape to the bottom of this pole here. This, as it turns round and round, helps to keep the grain moving. There's also other functions put into the bin, into the silo, to help keep it dry inside. So it's really neat because a lot of people never get to see the inside of a silo and how it works. So here we took a ride out to the field to watch them harvesting peanuts. They had also harvested earlier cotton and sorghum. You can see where they had the peanuts laid out on top of the soil where they had pulled it up by its roots, and then it had, there's a gentleman out there lecturing and explains how the roots have to sit up there and dry for a while before the harvesting combine picks the peanuts up. And we also got to eat us a few peanuts. So we got a free snack. Spraying something out there with that truck. I tried to get it, but it's so bumpy. This is cotton, but we're headed out to the peanuts.
I wish they would bring one out here. It's hard to explain if you've never seen it.
Yeah. So this guy is coming down these where the peanut.
He's picking 6 rows.
Wow.
He's stripping the peanuts off the stalk.
But the digger comes through first. Correct?
Yeah, right. It has to come through, and the peanuts has to dry for a number of days.
Oh, okay.
Now, this machine actually would pick them right behind the green where you could boil them. That's picking green. But after they've been in the sun for 5 or 6 hours or 10 hours, they make them tough, and nothing to pick them then. They have to dry them down. But right behind the digger, there is a big well, most farmers do, but they're not going to be able to do it. Yeah. It would be some fine hay. Oh, goodness, that'd be fine.
Why don't they bake?
They don't have any need for it, one thing.
I do.
Well, they built 125 rows and sold it's already been sold.
Yeah.
But this cow knocked it down. They'll walk away from it.
Right now they're not set up for water. finest Bermuda grass you've ever grown. They'll walk away to get this. In fact, people and farmers that feed it, you don't put your Bermuda grass and your peanut hay out together. They're stomping Bermuda grass and eat peanut.
So
After they get a taste of this, they won't ever eat.
You have to starve them back to them. Really do. You can chew on these stems, they got kind of a sweet taste to it.
is that right?
And a lot of times, if the weather is right, you'll see yellow jacket will be all over on the hay. They've got some a certain amount of sweetness to it.
And they like that.
And they like it.
What do they get for a roll of that peanut?
I don't know.
I did not know that yellow jackets liked peanut hay.
And if they're going to get them for fresh green to boil, they come the
Machine
picker
comes right behind.
right behind. But typically, if not, they let them dry for so many hours.
If the conditions are right, real hot and dry like it was before, back in September, when we get around 80, 90, 100 degrees, 3 days you can come in and cook.
Wow.
But this time of year when it's cooled off and it's a lot of humidity and moisture in the morning, these have been done a week, a little over a week, which is unusual. We pick them usually within 4 to 5 days.
We were going down to the other place.
I want to go look at the drone.
That's where we're going next. and catch the next ride.
Fasten all arm locks securely to prevent potential safety risks.
Back up, sweetie.
You got 46% of battery. No, I can do a quick ride.
Just up and around or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Step back a little bit, please.
That's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. So y'all use that to spray with and everything?
Yeah, that's a 10.5 gallon drone.
Uh-huh.
So at 2 gallons per acre, we can cover 5 acres with it under a battery charge.
Uh-huh.
Bring it back, swap it, put another load in it, another battery in it, off and going in less than a minute.
That is amazing.
So it's fully autonomous, obviously. We can slide the switch over once we get our parameters done.
Uh-huh.
Slide the switch, the drone goes up, flies autonomously completely.
Wow. That's crazy.
Probably pick me up.
Yeah, it could pick you up, definitely. Go stand over there next to it so we can see how big it is. That is huge. That's a beautiful toy. All right. It's an amazing piece of equipment too. That is amazing. Blue River Technology, John Deere. Our mission is to create intelligent machinery that solves monumental challenges for our customers during the adventure in the field. This is something that I picked up out of this field. It was growing, that's all the stuff that's growing out there. And it's called sorghum. Thought it was really interesting. I've never seen it growing before. But it grows up on a stalk, something like cane or corn. Some pretty cows. Well, that's better than sitting in the field for sure. That's better than sitting in the field for sure.
That's why I make a whole lot of stores. That's all they want. Stores and hats. It's too hard to make here. These haven't been getting me trouble.
Right, tilt it all the way back. Recline. Nice. Ready to ride it into battle? Okay, charge. Hold your sword up. You're supposed to say charge.
Today and watching us with the antique tractors and the garden tractor pull. This is it for today. It concludes our day. Please.
So I'm back out here feeding the chickens.
I just wanted to say that I really hope that you enjoyed the presentation that I did of the Sunbelt Expo in Moultrie. I am not in any way a representative, or do I get paid by the expo, but I did think that it was a really good experience. I think it would be awesome if a lot more homesteaders came and checked it out, and I think it's well worth it for everyone to that, because I think you'd really benefit from it if that's what your goal is in life. All right, well, y'all have a blessed morning, and ciao.